Right then guys, how's it going and welcome back to a new video. So as of 9 o'clock this morning, so I'm pretty sure most of you guys will have seen this by now, and I am feeling a little bit late to the party, but I still wanted to take a look at it. The Premier League released the fixtures for the upcoming 2020-21 season. It is just 23 days until the new season starts. It feels like 2 seconds ago since the season ended. So it has been a very quick turnaround. But all of the fixtures are now available. We will take a look at all of the Newcastle United fixtures. But I wanted to start off by taking a look at the first weekend of Premier League fixtures. So you'll notice there's not enough games on there. That is because Man U and Man City have been given extended breaks because they played late into the summer with their European tournaments, Champions League, Europa League. So they've been given an extra week off along with Burnley and Aston Villa. But we have got 8 games to start the Premier League up on the 12th of September. And you can see Newcastle's first game is against West Ham away, which I don't think is too bad. I think we've got a relatively decent record against West Ham in recent years. I think I'd prefer it if it was at home, but we had a pretty tough start to the season last year. So I'm hoping we can get at least a point on the board from that first game. And to be honest, the first game of the season is normally a bit of a lottery anyway, especially this upcoming season because players haven't had much of a break. Are they going to come back tired? Are they going to be match fit? We don't really know. So it could well be quite an exciting first weekend. I mean, some of the games look pretty good to start the season off. We've got Fulham at home, first game back against Arsenal. We've got Championship winners Leeds taking on Premiership winners Liverpool. West Brom back in the Premier League taking on Leicester, who's pretty much just down the road. Sheffield United versus Wolves. There are some decent games on there. I'm saying I would have rather played West Ham at home, but it doesn't look like we're going to have fans in the stadium still, So is West Ham away without fans pretty much the same? Maybe. And that's as big a question as any, to be honest. We want to know when are the fans going to be back in. I don't know if Liverpool versus Leeds will quite have the same kick without having all the fans in the stadium. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. I don't think it will be in time for that first week. But regardless of who you support, let me know what you are feeling for the first game of the season. If you're a Newcastle fan, how you're feeling about that West Ham away first game of the season. Let's switch over and we'll take a full look at all of the Newcastle United games. So, as I say, first game, West Ham away. Second game, Brighton at home. I just said, when are the fans going to be allowed back in the stadium? To be honest, I don't think I'd mind too much if I'm not back for that one because we have both games against Brighton last season were pretty useless. So if I'm not there for that one, I don't think I'll mind too much. But West Ham and Brighton first 2 games, it's not. You look on paper, you're looking at that and thinking we've got to do something there. Hopefully, and then we've got Spurs, and then we've got Burnley, Man U at home on October the 17th. Boris wants fans back for October. Could that be the game when the fans are back in the stadium to see us play Man U? And they reckon Matty Longstaff's signing a new deal. Could he be back as well to score the winner against Man U again? Who knows? But first 5 games, West Ham, Brighton, Spurs, Burnley, Manchester United. How we're feeling about those first 5 games? It's tough to judge it on paper. As I say, we don't really know what condition teams are going to be in for the first week or so of the season returning. If we can get something out of West Ham and Brighton, get a bit of a confidence boost, get a bit of a kickstart on the season, then into Spurs, then at Burnley. Burnley at home, and then Man U. As I say, we had a pretty tough start to the season last season. I think we played all of the top 6 in the first 9 games or something, so it was not an easy start. It's never an easy start in the Premier League, especially when you're Newcastle, because you know what we're like, especially at the start of a season. We just cannot have a good start to a season. West Ham and Brighton first 2 games. We're gonna have to do something with them too. I'm really hoping we are. If we don't and we lose those 2 games, then we'll play Spurs, then Burnley, Man U, Wolves. It could be another one of those. So fingers crossed we can kickstart it off well against West Ham and Brighton. Looking at that there, looking at the Christmas period, and I'm reading some of the comments on the Newcastle United Twitter. Someone says cancel Christmas. I don't think it's a bad idea because we have got Man City on Boxing Day, Liverpool, and then Leicester first game back of the new year. Those are 3 very tough games. But if you're looking at the start of December, we've got Aston Villa, who just stayed up. We've got West Brom, Leeds, Fulham. We have got the 3 promoted sides in a week. We've got West Brom on the Saturday, Leeds on the Tuesday, Fulham on the Saturday. And we don't really know where those teams are going to be when they get up to the Prem, because you think of what Wolves did a few seasons ago, you think of what Sheffield United did last season. It could well be that these 3 come up and could do something very similar. So I'm not going to sit here and go, we should be winning those games, but we need to get something out of them, especially for what we've got to come. Man City, Liverpool, Leicester. And again, depending on where we are in the league, if we can pull some wins out of the bag against Aston Villa, West Brom, Leeds and Fulham, it will take some pressure off moving into some games that really we aren't expected to get anywhere near, to be honest. If we are not picking up points in the games coming up to that, there's going to be pressure on against Man City, against Liverpool, and it's just not realistic, to be honest. So fingers crossed we'll start December well, and when we're going to the Christmas, we're not too worried about how we're playing those games. And if we are able to pick up a point against Man City or Liverpool, it's a bonus point, After that, we're looking at the end of the season, and May is not an easy end to the season. Arsenal, Leicester, Man City, again, Sheffield United were very good last season, although we did beat them, and then Fulham. So again, I'd say decent start of the season, very tough Christmas period, but with a decent December, and then a tough end to the season. So, I'm saying May's a tough season. Look at a tough month. Look at March. West Brom, Aston Villa, Brighton. That March month, depending on what we are doing in the league, it may need to be 9 points, 6 points. We don't want to be getting into that May month and still be fighting for relegation. I don't know where we are going to be this season. Hopefully we are comfy mid-table by the time we get into May. And it's possible. We have got some decent players. There's still the potential of bringing someone in. I think we need a striker. If we don't do that, we're gonna be struggling again this season. If we can bring in a goal-scoring striker, I'd like to think that we can potentially progress a little bit this season. But yeah, those are the fixtures. As I say, I'm hopeful for the start of the season. Christmas is going to be tough, and I'm hoping we're nowhere near the relegation zone come May, because if we are going to be asking a lot out of those games. Alright, thank you for watching, as always guys. As I say, if you're a Newcastle fan, let me know your thoughts on those fixtures there. If you're not a Newcastle fan, you're just watching the video, what are your fixtures like? What's your start of your season like? What's the end of your season like? I suppose the only other thing to mention for me is, I suppose, our derby. We haven't got one. I think last season it was Burnley was meant to be our derby. I think Leeds is slightly closer. And we play them away on December the 15th. Not that I think away fans will be allowed in the stadium this year. And then we'll play Leeds at home in January 27th. So, I mean, it's not really a derby, is it? That's one of the things that was the one thing you look out for. Where's Sunderland? When's the derby? I think we're going to be waiting for a while for that one again. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. As always, drop a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. And yeah, have a good one. Catch you later.